when you do it part-time, and especially in the beginning of any kind of business, you potentially have a net loss for the first year to in any business. But what will happen when you earn a salary and you have let's say a loss in your business, then you can deduct that loss from your salary, and you can potentially receive an income tax refund at the end of the year. Because you pay this, you receive the salary, you pay as you earn on this side, you deduct your net loss on this side from that side, and because there's a loss, your income is actually less in total for the year, and you can actually get a refund from there. Thank you for watching. Just a quick reminder to grab your gift pack for entrepreneurs in the link below. It's a gift pack for entrepreneurs to the value of 57,000 Rand, free of charge. All you need to do is activate it. Part of that gift pack for entrepreneurs is a voucher of 3 months for 3 months free accounting services from a company, Dryk Holdings. All you need to do is activate the gift pack voucher in the link below, and we will be in contact with you as soon as you've done that. Thank you for watching, and back to the interview.
Yes, I think, Jasper, that's why we felt so comfortable, because you weren't just somebody who knows about books. You were somebody who were really, really tuned in, educated. You had a number of years experience in the Manatech field. And I mean, this is a little bit different than all the other network marketing companies. And, a lot of people want to, they have loads of questions about part-time and full-time and, bank accounts. Do you use a different one? Do you use the same one? I know you have loads of expertise. So would you like to share a little bit about your experience and what you find works best?
Yeah, we can start there. I also wanted to dive a bit deeper into some of the expenses as well, specifically to Manatech and what exactly you need. But we can go to that portion of the question as well. Decide on, obviously the most Manatech associates start on a part-time basis, so they potentially work for a salary and then have a part-time business together with that salary, and running that up to the point that they can actually resign from their full-time job and then have a full-time journey with Manatech. So, and what I found was a lot of the part-time associates are a bit scared to start doing their tax and declaring their tax, and they're also not sure when to do that. So, but I think very important for any person that really started, let's say this is your first year in Manatech right now, this is actually the best time to start declaring your income, because you can also deduct a lot of expenses. And when you do it part-time, and especially in the beginning of any kind of business, you potentially have a net loss for the first year in any business. But what will happen when you earn a salary and you have let's say a loss in your business, then you can deduct that loss from your salary, and you can potentially receive an income tax refund at the end of the year. Because you pay this, you receive the salary, you pay as you earn on this side, you deduct your net loss on this side from Manatech from that side, and because there's a loss, your income is actually less in total for the year, and you can actually get a refund from there. And then as you grow your business, you will obviously start potentially paying tax between your salary and your business, and later on only in your full-time Manatech business you will potentially start paying tax. Paying tax is inevitable. The aim is obviously to get it as low as possible.
Yeah, no, Jasper, you jumped in quite late, because we were very, I think we were very, very, our book holding or our accounting practices in this house was a little bit too late And you jumped in at quite a late stage. I remember, you know, you sort of came in halfway in the game, and you even helped us to sort out stuff going back months and months and months ago. So, I mean, for the viewers that maybe are in a situation where, you know, you don't know what you're doing right at this stage, or you don't know if you're getting the right help, we can really that Jasper helped us so nicely and helped us to sort out the things and get everything up to date. So obviously, Jasper, where do you start, on what amount do you start paying tax, and on what amount do you start paying the VAT? Because I know Jasper had to explain that to me like, I think 100 times.
Okay, so first of all, the moment you start earning a business income, you need to declare that to SARS. So there's no minimum amount that you, as being a business builder, running a business, there's no minimum amount that you need to declare it. There is a minimum amount that you will pay before you pay tax, and currently it's almost 80,000 rand before net profit before you start paying tax. But again, most people will start a business with a lower income from Manatech, but at this stage having a full-time income. And you have to declare it from the start, because the moment you start receiving secondary income in a business form, you need to declare that to SARS. But the great thing, and I found that a lot of people are afraid to actually declare it, but they don't have to be afraid, because the first year, mostly, you will obviously it differs from person to person, and from every person's expenses are different, but in most cases you will have a loss in your first year or two, and you can deduct that from your salary. So if you're a year or two behind, or even 3 years behind, rather speak to me, and let's do the calculation, draw up the financials, and get the correct calculation for you, and we can discuss it from there, and then we can obviously discuss the way forward from there as well. Thank you for watching. Just a quick reminder to grab your gift pack for entrepreneurs in the link below. It's a gift pack for entrepreneurs to the value of 57,000 Rand, free of charge. All you need to do is activate it. Part of that gift pack for entrepreneurs is a voucher of 3 months for 3 months free accounting services from a company, Dryk Holdings. All you need to do is activate the gift pack voucher in the link below, and we will be in contact with you as soon as you've done that. Thank you for watching, and back to the interview. When you're a sole proprietor, you register as a sole proprietor, and your registration number is actually just your ID. So you don't register yourself when you start trading your own name. So you start receiving, let's say, part-time income in your own personal capacity. You don't register yourself. You automatically registered already because you have an income tax number. So all your personal income that you receive from various angles, you might receive a salary, you might receive Manatech, you might receive rental income, you might receive interest. If everything is your own personal capacity, everything comes together in your own personal tax return. You only receive additional tax number when you start creating a potential company, and I want to touch on that as well. I'm just not sure if we will have enough time, but I have a video that you can also send to everybody regarding that as well. So a potential next step, but it's a difficult next step, and you can me and Alet had some discussions on that previously as well, and we managed to get it right for a few of the associates, but it's very difficult, and I'm going to explain to you in a nutshell quickly. So when you receive one income from more than 80% of your income from one person or one company in your own personal capacity, you can deduct all your expenses. You're seen as an independent contractor, and you can deduct all your various expenses as we explained just now. When you form a company and your company receives more than 80% of its income from one source, in this case Manatech, it's seen as a personal service provider, or PSP in short, and the company is seen as an employee. And the moment the company's been seen as an employee, you can't deduct any expenses in the company. And the only way to overcome that is to employ 3 non-connected parties, non-connected employees in that company. And that's the only way that you can run your Manatech business in a company. The other options, and I think there was some question, I was going to say, I think from a hairdresser, I think, that asked if she can run the Manatech business together with the hairdresser. And that's a very good example of somebody that can actually go into a company as long as their income from as being a hairdresser or hairdresser income is not less than 80% or less than 20% of the total income of the company. So the combined income between Manatech and the hairdresser can't be more than 80% of the total. Okay. And the reason why I'm focusing a bit on the company is, and the reason why you actually want to create a company and potentially have the shares held by a trust, is that everything is outside of your personal estate. So you get a barrier between your personal capacity and your estate. So if something happens to you, nobody can touch your company. So if you have problems before or after death, like a deceased estate, nobody can attach the company. Before a deceased estate, any creditors can't attach that. There is some instances that they can, but in most cases they can't. But you can only do that when you have that three non-connected employees. Mm-hmm. So non-connected is they can't be your husband, your wife, can't be your kids, can't be close family at all. But if you have obviously other income, then it's great. Then we can do that, and that's where you want to go, especially because your Manatech income will potentially grow very fast. Generally, it's a year or two, and then all of a sudden it jumps by big leaps. And by every big leap that the income jumps, the value of the company actually grows as well. And if the shares are in your own capacity, your own balance sheet, the value in your own capacity actually grows as the business grows. And to get that out of that value out of your personal capacity. So let's say you run as a sole proprietor, you start in the part-time capacity, later on you go full-time, and now your income is, let's call it about 60, 80, 100,000 rand a month. Now you have a big value in your business that's accounting terms for a SaaS valuation would be roughly about 3 million rand. So, and then to transfer the shares from a personal capacity to a trust, you will create capital gains tax on 3 million rand in your own name, but you don't receive the money. So you want, if it at all possible, and you have a secondary income as well that you can put into the company, so that you don't have more than 80% of your income from one source, then I would advise to do it as soon as possible and put a trust as a shareholder in that company to have that company grow outside of your estate, and your personal assets and liabilities won't be affected by it.
Awesome.
But that's that's really in a nutshell. And I will also afterwards, I will actually send a video I've done on that, but actually on a whiteboard on Zoom here, that I've done some pictures on that to explain when you move shares what will happen. Thank you for watching. Just a quick reminder to grab your gift pack for entrepreneurs in the link below. It's a gift pack for entrepreneurs to the value of 57,000 Rand, free of charge. All you need to do is activate it. Part of that gift pack for entrepreneurs is a voucher of 3 months for 3 months free accounting services from a company, Dryk Holdings. All you need to do is activate the gift pack voucher in the link below, and we will be in contact with you as soon as you've done that. Thank you for watching, and back to the interview. And I think I lost you a bit in the beginning of what I just said, but the problem with Manatech as well, or the problem, well, it's a good problem, is that is that you start off the first year or two, and it goes like any business, it builds up, And then all of a sudden it starts jumping in leaps. And it's not, all of a sudden it's not a leap of 2,000 Rand or 5,000 Rand, it's all of a sudden it's a leap from 40 to 60. And the leaps actually get bigger as you go along, as you would know. So, and all of a sudden you have business valued at 500,000, and then all of a sudden it's 1 million or 1.5 million Rand worth of a business. So you really want to look at potential structures, but it's important to understand as well, this is general information, and each person, each household, circumstances are different, and you need to evaluate and you need to discuss that with each person on its own to understand what's happening in their life and what streams of income do they have, and from there you can give potential better advice than just throw some ideas up in the air here on Zoom.